Hello people, in today's video I'll be making a very budget productivity or gaming machine. For this build I'll be using this used Dell motherboard that I got off of eBay for about $10. Supports up to 16 gigabytes of DDR3, and it has a PCIe 16X slot, and supports up to the i7-4790K, but we definitely will not be using that in this video. For the processor, we're using this Core i5-4460, 4 cores, 4 threads, perfect for productivity. Got this off of eBay for about $15. It's a very decent CPU. 4 on RAM. We're using this 8GB kit from Samsung. It is 1333 megahertz, 4GB sticks, so we're dual channel, so we're not really gonna have any problems with speed. So that's nice. Got this off of eBay for about $20. Graphics card, we will be using an R7 450 taken from an HP. That is about 2 gigabytes of VRAM. It has DisplayPort, HDMI, and DVI. Perfect for all the consumer displays that are being used. It is a very decent card. I don't really recommend it for gaming. If you want gaming, I'd go with something like a Radeon HD 5470 or 5570. I can't remember, but it's one of the two. That have 1 gigabytes of VRAM, but far higher core clocks and memory clocks. But this is what we'll be using today because I have it on hand. Let's install our CPU. There we go. Got it nice and secure. Now for our memory. Now for a graphics card. Here are the grandpa's old case. I don't really have that many cases on hand, so I'm just using what I have. You can use really whatever case you like, as long as it fits the size of the motherboard, which mine is micro ATX, which should be fine. Forgot to mention this, but we're using the Samsung 250GB 850 EVO. I got this used in good condition for about 20 to 30 bucks. You can probably find it for about that much, maybe a little more considering shipping. This case doesn't really have an SSD mount, so should work. Also, one thing I recommend, do not get HP power supplies. They will explode. They are pieces of shit. Don't get any kind of pre-built power supply that is from Dell or HP. They use crappy heat sinks, awful capacitors, awful transformers, and absolutely garbage glue that gets conductive when it gets wet. Also, do not open one of these if you don't know what you are doing. You will get, if you touch one of these things, they can hold a nasty charge for a very long time. So if you touch one and there's still a charge in there, you will probably die. Just don't do it. Usually you can tell if it's a garbage power supply if it only has the 24-pin power. The only I/O is 2 SATA power things and 1 micro SATA, which is usually for laptops, and 1 4-pin power. And I can also tell if a power supply is just garbage if its max wattage is only about 180 watts. Now, if you want a quality power supply, I recommend going with brands such as Lepa. They offer good power supplies on a budget. This is the N500 500-watt power supply. Got this for $15 off eBay. You'll probably get it for a little bit more. These have very nice 24-pin power for motherboard, 6-pin for PCI, or PCIe, plus 8-pin for PCIe, 8-pin CPU power, which is really nice if you want to have one of those high-power CPUs like the AMD ones. Plenty of I/O like SATA and Molex. and has a nice hefty weight to it, unlike the HP power supply, which I could lift with a pinky. You can tell that there's some pretty good stuff in there. Just looking through, it has quality heat sinks, looks like quality caps. No, maybe that conductive glue stuff, but I don't think I see it in there. Also, the rating for it isn't weird. This looks all fine to me. It has an overall quality of okay, but this one works really well. Never use hard drives like spinning disk. They are very slow and very crap. They are prone to failure, and even though they're cheap, I really wouldn't get one. Power supply. There you have it. Once you get all plugged in and powered on, should work fine.